And we're live.
Say hi, Xander. Hi. Hi, Xander. Are you excited, Xander? Are you excited to be on YouTube Live?
You think by next year he'll know what that is?
No.
When you say YouTube Live?
No.
He's not gonna know.
Unless he watches a lot of
YouTube.
No. Next year, this time, he will be 18 months. No, not gonna know.
Not gonna know. Hi, Maxine.
Hi, Maxine. Everybody, thank you for joining us on this hot Jamaican day.
Why is it so hot today?
Yeah, we're sweltering. I mean, the fan's not helping us.
Oh, we have 2 fans on.
We have 2 fans, yeah.
Hi, water. Dwight. Dwight is in the UK.
Everybody, thank you for joining us. Remember, this is our YouTube Live. So we actually answer your questions on real estate, money, and finance. So, Tony, what properties came out new this week? Those who missed it.
Well, let's see. We have a Phoenix Village. That's a rental.
A rental. 2 beds, 1 bath.
Right. There's a Draxall Polar Villas house for sale. And there is a Draxall Estate half-acre residential lot.
So 3 things came out. So that's a rental at Phoenix, 2 beds, 1 bath, 65,000, Jamaica.
Right.
There is the Polar Villas 2-story house, USD 295,000.
Right.
And there is the land.
Right. Half acre
for 20 million. That's in Draxall Estate.
Maxine wants to know, do you have a topic for tonight? Yes, she does. Mom, what are you going to discuss?
All right, so we're continuing streams of income. And then, so we're continuing streams of income where I dive further into earned income, because most of you are earned income. And you really need to know how to navigate earned income as well. Because some of the other streams of income that we discussed last week probably would not have been open to you as yet. So we're going into details about earned income. Oops.
Is there any?
And then we look at the different agencies in Jamaica that can help you to achieve.
Do you always need to start with earned income, or
no?
If you can do something else, do it.
No, you don't need to.
Because I feel like once you get into earned income, it's the hardest one to break from.
It is. You have to make a conscious effort to break from it, like.
Yeah, I think it takes up most of your time and pays you less.
It does. It takes up a lot of your adult time, right?
Yeah.
But then, I am so hot. But then some persons get into earned income and they're high income earners, right? But it still don't work for them because they don't convert the earned income into the other incomes that we discussed. Yeah. So whether you're a high income earner, low income earner, you still have to do the same thing. You have to convert the income into the other income streams, right? So that is the key. So yes, we have, I'm sure a lot of you listening to me are high income earners. I mean, you're earning 4 or 5 million Jamaican per year. Yeah, that's about 300. Let us say you're earning 300 to 500, 600,000 per month. Jamaican dollars.
Still broke.
Not making it work for you at all. You still have to convert it, guys. You still have to convert it because no matter how high income earner you are, the thing is, when you get to age 65, let us say you contributed to the pension plans. You still not. I've seen people outlive those pensions.
Yeah, and the thing too is pension of today is worth nothing tomorrow.
Yeah. Inflation is going to eat it out, right? So you went off, let us say you went off at 65, 10, 15 years ago. So you're now 75 or near 80, right? You went off at 200,000 because you were a high income earner at that time. 200,000 now is gonna be, you're gonna find that, wow, supermarket bill alone,
pennies.
Yeah, clocking 25,000 every week kind of thing, you know, the doctor's bills, all of that. So you still need to be subsidized. So what you have to do, you must convert the income. Hi, Lucas Zaid.
Hi,
Xander,
Sam.
say hi. Say hi. Earned income takes up a lot of time. See Robert Kiyosaki Cash Flow Quadrant. Yes, so I'm looking at my bookshelf across there, Rachel. I think I have the Cash Flow Quadrant up there, do I? So the books that I've read, Rachel, Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, What the Rich Teach Their Children that the Poor Don't. Hear me talk about that book all the time. So that was one of the books that, no, he wants to touch everything here, so no, but that's not happening. That I need your mommy to come and get you. Right? Then I went and read another book, the one you just mentioned, which is Cash Flow Quadrant. That's the next one that I read. And then I went on to read Guide to Investments, quite a number of them, ABC of Real Estate. I'm actually looking at my bookshelf across the way there and trying to see the titles. Just waiting for Rachel to come and get Xander. As soon as she does that, then I'll show you the books. But you have to read and you have to convert, right? You have any questions yet, Tony? So remember, we take your real estate questions, real estate, money, and finance today. Okay, so Lucas says he's good.
Lucas is a girl.
It's a girl. Oh yeah, Lucas says she's good.
Hi, Goodwin.
And Toni-Ann made a good point that earned income does take up a lot of your time, your headspace. You're actually earning income for other persons too as well, right? Have you heard of Quartz Prepaid Assistance called Ready Assist for services like plumbing, electrician? No, I haven't.
Ready Assist?
Ready Assist. Prepaid assistance called Ready Assist. How that work? Prepaid. It's prepaid. So that, Rachel, so that means you pay for prepaid. So I guess you pay for the service before they actually turn up, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what it means. That's what prepaid usually means. Just like with a card, you pay for it before you actually use it.
Or maybe it could be that they're ready to assist you.
Richard, pass those Robert Kiyosaki books on. Xander, you're going to your mommy now. Say bye. Say bye. Turn to the screen and say bye.
Thank you, mommy.
See another one right there. ABC. All right.
You have all of them?
Well, not all of them. All of them not here. Some of them still at my office. So this one is, it's right there, that purple book, ABC. Straight in front of it. Yeah. Right there. See, for the gentleman in the front. So everybody, this one is Cash Flow Quadrant. Somebody just mentioned it. Who mentioned it?
I think it was Goodwin.
Goodwin.
Goodwin has a question too.
That one?
This one? The Advanced Guide to Real Estate Investment.
Okay, so I read this one, I read this one the 23rd of the 6th, 2009. A long time. And then this one is, well, this is Advanced Guide. This is where you're into. Okay. This is one of my favorites.
It was funny.
Yeah, this one, Midas Touch by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. I read this one in 2013. Usually at the back of that, this one is only $800. At the back of the books, they have the little sticker, the date, and so on. All right, I also read this one in 2016, 2nd on the 4th, 2016. This one is Conspiracy of the Rich. Funny, why it looks like our screen is dark?
Probably is.
Conspiracy of the Rich. So this one was by Robert Kiyosaki as well, and he talks about the 8 rules of money. All right. So when you get into the real estate, like me now, you move on to to read these, the Advanced Guide to Real Estate, another Robert Kiyosaki book. All right. And I've read others like Guide to Investment. I think I read one of his wife's books as well. Should be somewhere up there.
Here's a question. Gooden wants to know, if I buy the land for 50,000 to 80,000 US.
Hold on. Did you miss this question up here? Your question at the top?
Oh, from Goodwin as well.
Hold on, Goodwin. Hold on.
I'm considering purchasing 8 to 10,000 square feet of land to build a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house.
Right. Good afternoon, Tanika.
If I buy the land for 50,000 to 80,000 US, how much would it cost to build the house? I am estimating 80,000 for the land and 200,000 US to build the house. Is that reasonable?
Yes, it can be reasonable, but it depends on the square footage of the house, right? So we're building at about 12,000 per square feet. So if the house is 1,000, that would be 12 million. If the house is 2,000, that would be 24 million. If the house is 3,000 square feet, then that would be 36 million. So that's the ballpark, 12,000 per square feet. We've had a serious run, lumber double. I used to pay 3,000 for plyboard. Mm-hmm. I'm now paying as much as 8,000 on the North Coast. 7,000 Kingston, 8,000 on the North Coast. 2 to 6, all of those lumber went up. So did steel. So steel moved from 99,000 all the way up to 150,000. So you have a 50% increase in cost. So blocks will follow that, so will cement.
Then labor.
Right. And then the labor will follow it.
Soul Tracks wants to know, good afternoon, ladies and Xander. Question. If you have to add a room or renovate to a scheme house, do you need planning permission?
Yes. Once you're adding a building, a structure on it, yes, you need planning approval. If you're going to just renovate the inside, so let's say you're fixing the bathroom, you're fixing the kitchen, you're painting inside, outside.
Or you're changing the windows.
You don't need planning permission. But any change to the outside, any addition, we say addition, people say. Addition to more.
I think in the States they call it an extension.
Yeah, in the States they probably call it an extension. But anything like that, then you would need planning permission. And that planning permission is simple. It only takes about 3 months for you to get the planning permission.
Jeffrey Todd wants to know, do you help with short-term rentals for people overseas?
Jeffrey, no, not in the short-term market. We were at one point, but we came out. That's a lot of work. But there are some persons who do it. Go on the Airbnb, look for hosts who have a lot of rentals under their name. And then you can check in with them to host yours. Some persons do it as a business.
Nalo wants to know, you would have to sit with the light shining on you from behind you. Oh, yeah, so we'd have to have my external lights on us.
From where?
They're saying from behind us, but I think we can put it in front of us as well.
Maybe should ask them to bring it. Are we dark though, or they're seeing us? Okay.
We're probably a little dark. Goodwin says, I'm looking at the Runaway Bay Ocho Rios area.
What you said there was this budget, 80,000, 50 to 80,000.
Mm-hmm.
You used to sell schemes like Pyramid Heights for that. That's no longer happening.
Last I checked, Pyramid was 95,000.
Right, and they only had 2 really steep lots left. That's why they're still there.
They were steep? I thought they were just at the front.
Them steep and rocky. We have one now, but that's 20,000 US in Draxall. 20 million in Draxall. How much US is that?
What's the US conversion? 150?
Let's go 145. Or let's go 150. I'm not even so sure. So 20. It's tricky to find it, you know. 133,000. We just sold our Fields of Draxall. We don't have anything else in that price point. Oh, we have a Napa Heights for 7.5. But that's behind Draxall.
That size is what?
Quarter acre.
Quarter acre.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any recommendations for interior designer for home staging and for home furniture store? I can't tell you. I have an interior design course right now in my inbox. Every day Tony costs me. I spend the money and don't do it. I need to go finish the course. I don't know. The only one that jumps out at me is the one who's, what's her name? Divine Diva?
I think so.
Yeah, look up Divine Diva. She's the only one that jumps out at me. She's on social media.
Also, what they call him? Spaces Jamaica does interior design.
Yes, Spaces Jamaica. You can look them up.
They're on Instagram.
The light needs to be in front of us so it's shining on us. I think maybe we need to get the light.
Okay. Can I be excused a minute?
I'll ask Rachel to get the light because I think we're dark.
I don't think she can move with the baby.
All right, go ahead. Let me see if I can feel these questions.
Don't go away, folks. I'll be right back.
Yeah, see, somebody said the video. Patricia says the video is a bit dark. Denise. Good afternoon, ladies and Xander. Can one spouse transfer their interest in property owned as joint tenants to the other spouse without using a lawyer to do the transfer? They're divorcing. Yes, you can. Just go on to the National Land Agency's website. When Tony comes back, I'll ask her to. I don't want to touch anything because I might touch something and I lose you all. I'll ask her to share the screen. National Land Agency website. Complete the form. You're going to have it witnessed by justice of the peace. We have any National Land Agency form online that we could share to show how you do a transfer? Not me one that we filled out already. So it is National Land Agency's website, right? Oh, Quartz offer the prepaid service. If you need an electrician, you call Quartz and they send out the electrician away. Napa Heights is that land for property. I just joined the live. Yes, that is a piece of land. It's behind Draxall. It's behind Hills of Draxall. Hi, Rude Boy. Thank you for joining us. I bought a house recently and used the services of Balcostics Law. If you are thinking of buying or selling property in Jamaica, they're super responsive and professional. Okay, Nigel, thank you for that. Claudia, she's design diva, not divine diva. Yeah, design diva. Yeah, no, I always see her on TV or, thanks. So you can, the person who asks about interior designer, you can look her up. I love her designs too. Usually vibrant, well put together. I love her design. So that's why I got the course, because I wanted to be like divine diva.
Design diva.
Design diva.
Well, you can still do. You just have to commit 5 hours a day.
Oh my God. Yeah, 5 hours a day, right? I might do it when I go and leave.
Yeah, you should. Because it's something that you've been wanting to do for a while now.
Design diva. You can Google her, man. She all over social media.
Do you want me to go on any link?
Yeah. Let me see. I haven't been in that long while. Let me see if we can find the form for you. Show you where to go. So you would complete this form. Get your JP or your attorney at law to sign it. Then you submit it to the original. The only thing though, you have to have the original duplicate title. Or if you have a loan on it, the bank has to be willing to play ball, you know what I mean? So that's where you might need a lawyer if you have a loan on the property. Because the loan company is not going to want to give you the original duplicate. It has to go to somebody like an attorney. Wow. So NLA, hold on. We did this, don't exit yet. Remember I did a session where I spoke to you about systematic land registration, that the NLA, National Land Agency, will be going around and registering lands that don't have a title. So they're telling us where in St. Catherine this is going to be. Augustown is one of them. Bushy Park, all of these places here. So those of you who have lands in these areas, you need to pay attention. Pay attention. If you have Will Dean have land without title, if you have lands in these area house and you're on a piece of land that don't have no title, systematic land registration is coming to St. Catherine soon in those areas. All right. Wait, what then now? Is it resources? No. Oh, this is a good course, everybody. I did this course. This is where they teach you land registration and conveyancing workshop. This one starts May 18. I did that course. Very good course. I didn't change up the site, man.
Look at applications.
Where it is?
At the top.
What do you want is forms.
Wouldn't that be
CTR form. Online forms.
You can choose Word forms as well.
All right, so here are the forms. Application to amend marriage.
What are you looking for? Transfer?
Yeah.
It's in alphabetical order.
Transfer.
Oh, you can literally fill out the form online.
You can fill out the form online. So description of the transfer of land using the storage of the transfer same pursuant to that registered attorney. Next. The type of transfer. Transfer of all the land. Transfer of part of the land. So it will be part of the land because you are already on title. Yeah, I know this now. So you put in the place, the description, the volume of folio, all of that.
This is nice that it's online.
Yeah. Description of the land. Is it a deposited plan? For you to be a deposited plan because it sounds like it's a subdivision. Reason for transfer. Next.
Can't go next.
Can't go next. I'm gonna fill
in anything.
All right, so go there and see if you can fill out the form, right? And also for those of you who want to do other things. So the good thing about Jamaica is that we can do a lot of these things at the titles office without using a lawyer. But the reason why we use a lawyer is because we can't be bothered with all of this, filling out the forms and getting it down there and following it up, right? But these are the.
But now that the form is online, I wonder if you still need to get it signed by a JP.
Yeah, you do. Application to replace lost or destroyed title. So here it is.
But you know what? With the form being online now, there's a less chance of you filling it out incorrectly.
Yeah. Please complete highlighted fields because it actually tells you what you need to complete. Right? All right, good. So that's where you go if you want to do it on your own. All right, what's the next thing? You want a question?
Silky Touch, Anthony. Hi, ladies. Good evening. My question: where can I get a survey and a value and cost?
You can't give it a cost. Go stay in touch with them. You can't put Elfido's number, Tony. You need to get all right. So commission land surveyors who you would use, right? We're going to give you the name of one right now. But in terms of valuers, it don't even make sense to give you one right now because depending if it's a loan you're taking, you need to make sure that the valuer that you use is on the panel for the loan company.
And usually the bank will give you a
The bank will give you the list as well. So ask the bank for the list. know of any land in St. Mary? We have one piece in St. Mary out at 3 and over, is it? What's the price? You do get the price, eh?
I don't think so, but we have another piece in Hills of Boscobel for 6 million.
That's a house lot.
It's about, I think, 4,500 square feet.
Mm-hmm. All right, so El Figo is a surveyor. Maybe you should put that in front of it too. El Figo is a surveyor. All right, any more questions?
Shermead wants to know, how long does it take to be pre-approved for a mortgage after submitting all the paperwork if you're applying from overseas?
Should be more than 2 weeks the most. Once you have given them all the documents.
It's about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Usually shouldn't take longer than that. And all the documents, meaning your payslip, your job letter, your credit report, your tax return,
everything.
Your granny socks. I mean, it's just so much. But I know. So we're going to look at income streams. You have any more questions? Sorry?
No more questions as yet.
Are you sure you didn't miss any at the top?
You can check. Or did you miss any when I was downstairs?
It's a Quartz offering a service.
You're going to look it up?
Let me see. Quartz.
What's it called?
Just type in Quartz. A Quartz Prepaid. I know what they do is they give you a $600 loan if you want it.
So you just call Quartz and say you need a plumber, and they just send a plumber. That's nice.
I don't see it on the website though.
Maybe go to the front of the website. You're in product pages.
Where's the front?
Press Quartz.
Okay. No. All right, so the person who told us about Quartz, you can probably tell us where we find this prepaid. Level Up GoPro. What's that? Go back.
This?
No. Oh, they're selling power tools.
Quartz always sell power tools?
Mm-hmm. Sell power tools.
Looking at the website.
Like I bought myself a gift the other day. I bought an angle grinder. This one is special though. This one can use a diamond blade. So I said, okay, what's my gift to myself for Labor Day? So I bought an angle grinder. I don't even take it out of the box yet, guys.
You're gonna use it tomorrow on something?
Nope. I'm not gonna use it. I just wanted to make sure I have it. You know, these workmen turn up. Oh, Miss D, leave my angle grinder. And I'm always having to make present of the tools. Them use a tool and I say, okay, sure, you can have it. Well, I don't see the. You can tell us where or maybe it's not on the website. Maybe it's called something else, Tony.
What's it called? Quartz Prepaid what? Ready Prepaid? Prepaid Ready? What's it called?
I don't know. Okay, so somebody asked me a question.
Where?
Hi, Tony and Claudia.
Oh, Staffy. Hi, Tony and Claudia. I'm interested in a new built project that has been in the market since December.
There's still lots available. Wanted to know if
There are still lots available and wanted to know if I can offer below the asking price.
Which project is that, Safi? You can always make an offer below the asking price. They can only say yes or no. You know, they can only say yes or no. Tell us the name of the development. Let me see. Let me see if I know which one it is. There's still lots available. I wanted to know if I can offer below. They need to get Tony and I that I will sell them off. They give that to Tony and I. We sell them off in a no time and then forget to them in a sale.
Nalo wants to know, how is the homestead coming along?
Boy, the homestead, finding the land is a challenge.
Yeah.
Finding the land, I didn't even realize finding land would be such a challenge.
Is it that we're dreaming too big?
You can never dream too big. But sometimes the goal is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to step here, step here, step here, step here to get to the goal. Sometimes you can't fly over to the goal, because to fly to the goal, you need more resources.
Okay.
But you can take baby steps,
So
and get to the goal.
So what you think? We need to scale down our expectations?
I don't know.
Adjust our expectations.
I'm still thinking around it, but I don't want to jump too fast, because sometimes you stop 3 feet from goal.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
As the books teach you. You stop 3 feet from goal. If you had just dig a little deeper, you would have struck gold. But you give up too quick.
True.
You understand? So I think our deadline was June or July.
June.
So we're in May here now. So we still have 6 weeks. So the challenge is finding the land. Now what happened? Jamaica have only land now. A lot of it is in agriculture. So we have looked at land. We found a nice one in Arcabessa. Forestry department says, no, you can't cut down the trees. You can't do anything. So that's out. And if the land is in farmlands or agricultural lands, a little bit more tricky to get that changed to residential. We also found a nice one above Duns River. Same problem. Has the Duns River running through it. Literally the Duns River. Literally the Duns River.
The Duns River runs through the property.
Right. And they're only allowing one little small section to be homestead. The rest of it is farmstead. So that's the challenges we're coming up. We have looked at some other lands as well, but I, for one, thought that the access road was just too much.
The Trelawney one was nice.
Yeah, we found one in Trelawney actually. Dundee, that one was nice.
The only thing though, the place was really hot.
Yeah, in Trelawney. I didn't realize Trelawney was so hot. Oh my god. I guess because no river not nearby. St. Mary's nice and cool.
Yeah, it was nice and cool.
But Trelawney's hot. So
we're still looking.
I'll put it that way. We're still looking. I hope we can find it. We have 6 weeks still. So I, for one, don't like giving up. It's like when I set a goal, I want to hit it. You know, earlier this year I actually sold at 25 acres up in Beverly. That would have been perfect. But the truth is that this whole thing came about after I had already sold
that piece.
Yeah, and it was
maybe someone will give you something else to sell. That's a large parcel.
That one was sold for 500,000 US. So I am thinking to myself, Claudia, you have to find it. It's there. It's out there. Just have to find it. So we have to work a little harder, dig a little deeper.
I know we have everybody on the homestead group is looking and scouring the internet to find something, and they'll mention it in the group if they found, and we'll check it out to see if it can work for us.
And just today, I actually was thinking that, there's a source that I have not been looking at. When I was looking at the chair today, in the Gleaner, the old-fashioned way, we have been internet searching, but we did not go the old-fashioned way and just look in the Gleaner.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't even go to extra old fashioned where we just drive through the communities and see if lands are being sold. Because usually there's somebody putting up a sign or somebody at the shop knows that Mass Joe down the road is selling his large parcel.
Yeah. But we need to get into the gleaner. If any of you listening to me, if you have 20, 30, 40 acres, that's good for development. You can let us know. One of the things was that we wanted a sea view, which is part of the challenge to highway. And I can't say we haven't found that land enough because the very third land we looked at was in Norwich, Portland. We checked all the boxes. Every box. So, which is why I know it's not impossible.
I think we just weren't ready for it.
We weren't ready. And this is one of the things, everybody.
You're ready for your opportunities.
In the book called Think and Grow Rich. No, or is the richest man in Babylon? Could be the richest man in Babylon, you know. It talks about the luck, the goddess of luck. That's what it's called. And somebody who was in my classes and remembered can back me up. It talks about the goddess of good luck, something like that. And it gives you a story, you know. A person's always saying, "Oh, you're lucky, Claudia, lucky," but don't have nothing to do with it. What it is, and I think Oprah Winfrey was a person who put it in its perspective, was luck is opportunity meet preparation. So we got the opportunity in the Norwich, but we never prepared at the time. We had just started. I said, yeah, we'll form the group and we'll do this and we'll do that, but we just never ready, right? To run. We're never ready for run with it, as the mother said. But we did get the opportunity. We can't say we never get the opportunity. And this is the thing. In life, opportunities will come. They'll stare you in the face. Every day I get up, I see opportunity in front of me. But if you're not ready, you cannot take that opportunity. You have to be prepared, right? What I've also found, the same opportunity don't come 2 times.
You mean another Norwich not going to come?
No. It's not going to come. Another Norwich will not come. We were literally walking distance to the main. Beautiful sea view, everything. New road, brand new road, new water supply going in. But we hesitated. And the thing is, you have to ready to seize the opportunity when it comes, right? Mm-hmm. You can't hesitate. You also remember the same opportunity is not going to come again. Something different will come, but not that same exact opportunity. That's just how life is.
And you have to recognize when a new opportunity is coming.
Yeah, you have to recognize opportunity and run with it. So we have looked at a couple near. Is it near? No. I even looked at one in Trelawney, the Dundee. Mm-hmm. Not a bad opportunity either. The Dundee. Tony said Trelawney is hot. It's off the Salt Pond Road. Would have been a fairly simple, easy development, I believe. NWC did give approvals. Mm-hmm. But I think that one, the price point was a little off. Yeah. Price point was off.
All right, next question. Chrissy wants to know, when buying a property, what's the percentage of that property cost you need to have as a closing cost?
Closing costs don't really go by percentage, you know. So you're the buyer, $2,500 for stamp duty, 0.25 divided by 100 times the sale price. That's the registration fee. You're going to pay for your sale agreement, anywhere from $50,000 up plus GCT. You're going to pay for, that's it. Your lawyer fee if you have one. You negotiate that fee. So those are the basic costs of closing costs. Plus you do a valuation and survey. So you really don't go by percentage. You just have to calculate each of those separate.
Well, not anymore.
Never did go by percentage.
What about if you're getting out the closing costs with your loan? That's a percentage?
That's the bank's working on the closing costs. And that I don't know.
Okay.
Well, NHTR closing costs are 5%. But you don't pay that up front. It goes onto your loan. So you don't even see it, really.
You don't see it.
Yeah.
Staffy wants to know, if so, by how much is there room for negotiations? I think she's talking about the land that's for sale in the development.
You can't ask them, you can't offer them anything. Just leave them to take it. Like I missed this, I tell you, opportunities don't come again, you know. I remember when I was selling across a development in St. Mary, approached the person who was doing the development. And he said, yeah, you know, I need some startup money. I'm willing to sell you the land. I'll sell one of the lots for X. And I looked at the deal and I looked at the man and I said, Claudia, why you don't take the deal? Why you don't take the deal? I could have gotten one of those lots. But little or not compared to what the development finished selling for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
mean? You would have seen an appreciation once the development was finished.
Yep. But I didn't take the deal. Doubted myself, doubted whether this man would have stand by his obligations to, you know what I mean? Just doubt. You can't doubt. You have to take the deal. What is this? Pay deposit, but never use RTD loan. It what? What's that?
It still can use. I think is it still can use it.
You can use a CTRD loan to use as part of a deposit, but he says, but never use CTR. Or you want to know if it can still use? Yeah, you can use it as a closing cost. You can use it to pay a lawyer fee. You can lose it to, NHT will give you the money once it's there.
If you still don't close it, you can still ask.
Tony Serenity asks you what's happening with the other YouTube channel, Ovality.
Oh, I haven't started it as yet. I really need to go and do that.
But why haven't you started it?
I think it's more like fair. Like I started to do a couple videos and just what I have to share or what I want to share. I think I cried to the first videos and then I couldn't get around to editing them.
But hold on. You actually went through an operation. Were you fearful of the operation?
I was.
Yeah, but you never really. But you went and did it, didn't you?
Yeah, because I know the benefit at the end of doing the operation. That's what I'm trying to get to.
So what is the benefit of you doing the video so that other persons can see it?
Well, the thing is, I on my Instagram, I posted that I was going to do the operation. I posted that I did the operation, right? And a few women have actually emailed me privately on Instagram asking me what it is, how it was, how did I get through it, what was the cost, just questions like that. Then I'm realizing that if I'd done a video about it, then it could probably reach more women in Jamaica. And these are Jamaican women who have similar questions and similar concerns of how to approach this. Because it wasn't until I started talking about it that I got up my courage and motivation to even go and get my surgery done. Yeah,
but one of the things you must remember is that whenever you started on a journey, sometimes if it's very difficult and hard for you to do, you have to think, how will this benefit somebody else? And stop thinking about yourself. Right? Because I find a lot of times when we get into ourselves and we get into our feelings and whatever, it does more hurt than good. Right? It's like when you have some really bad children. You ever say to yourself, what can I do to help these children? At this point in time, instead of only focusing on yourself. You have to take yourself. It's like you have to look outside of yourself.
And find courage.
To say this is more for the greater good as opposed to me just doing this for me.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I find there are a lot of women.
Like, I think this channel that you have here helps more people than it helps us.
Yes, it helps more people.
More people just say, okay, Miss Davis, I can do it. Let me go and do it.
Yeah, no, these days when I'm walking up and down in the supermarket, plaza, whatever, people stop me. They just stop me and say, you're Claudia Davis? I said, yes. And they start to tell me them story about how they buy them house because they were listening. They've been listening to my videos and how they're saving and what it is that they're doing. So, yes, it's helping more people. And I have to jump outside of myself now and say, hey, it's not about me. Right? So that's what you have to do because there are a lot of young women in Jamaica who don't have partners, right? They're looking along the landscape and they're saying, hey, this baby father business not work. Oh man, he's not cutting it. But they want to go the journey. They want to go the journey. So my serenity, Toni will build up the courage to go and get herself to brave up to do the video. Is White House in Westmoreland a good investment? Can't tell you that, Nick. The thing is, I don't know Westmoreland. If it was in maybe St. Andrew, I could tell you. But it's not, I don't know Westmoreland. I've been out there to White House. I've looked at the property, a really good property.
And investment in terms of it's going to make dollars and cents at the end of the day when you purchase it. A good return on its value. That we can't tell you. If you want a nice house to live in, you're fabulous.
Yeah, I don't know if you can make money, to be honest. I don't know what is a tourist market out there, which is, I guess, a tourist you'd bring. You'd have to probably create your own market. You know, I don't think a ready market is in Westmoreland for that. But you would have to really bump it up and bring your own market.
Because I know tourists come as far as Nick Grill, but they'll still have to come all the way around the bend to come down to White House. That I don't know.
Yeah. And I guess they pass it to get to the airport. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know the landscape like that. Somebody has an important question.
I have an important question. Is it a good investment to buy a 2-bedroom house in Stonebrook Manor for $29 million or $30 million to do Airbnb or local rental investment? $29 million for Stonebrook Manor? Is that the price up there?
A 2-bedroom for Stonebrook Manor. All right. First of all, you have to do some maths to know. Can't tell you off the top of my head. Put in loan amortization. Let us assume that you put on 2.9 million or you put on 3 million. So you would have taken a loan for 26 million. So take a loan for 26 million. And even if you did have the cash, we still have to look at how much cash, how much money you could be earning with the cash. Interest rate 7. Don't know how old you are, but let us say you got a 30-year mortgage. That's $172,000 per month.
Let me share the screen.
All right. So this is saying if you took a 26 million, you put on 3 million plus any other closing costs that you will have to pay. You're gonna get a loan for $172,000, right? Now you have to ask yourself. He did say Airbnb, correct? So 172,000 divide that by 30. Robert Kiyosaki has a spreadsheet. We can't find it now. He has a spreadsheet called
Cash flow funded?
Cash flow. Yeah.
Rental income.
Oh, cash flow. Type in cash flow. If you divide 172,000 by 30, that's 5,033. Then you divide that by 30. So you'd have to be making 5,800 a day. And that's just for, I haven't added the other stuff yet. Let me see if I can find the cash flow. Yeah. All right, so you have to know if your cash going to flow. When you're looking at these, if you're looking at it as an investment, right?
It's this one, right?
Yeah, real estate. So you go to the Robert Kiyosaki's website. See? I think it came up in a
Came up. I feel like something's happening with Excel.
All right, so we're trying to bring up that calculator for you. So you can use Robert Kiyosaki's calculator. Can you make money?
But based on this, the loan says that you have to get a income at least what? At least minimum days per month.
Yeah, but that don't include your property tax, don't include vacancy rate, it don't include the maintenance, it don't include the utilities. Airbnb will have utilities. You bring up the farming? All right.
It's trying to come up.
So your mortgage is 172,000, call it 173,000. Plus, I would say probably have a light bill of maybe 30,000. Maintenance, you have to have a cleaner, 3,000 each time. So that's maybe, let's say 10 times for the trip. You have to change out something. You have water bill, maybe another 10,000. What else you have? You have to cut the lawn, maybe once a week.
Once a week? Oh yeah, because it's Airbnb.
Because it's Airbnb, you have to have the garden now, so that's
maybe every 2 weeks you can cut.
It's 12,000. Is it up?
It's not up.
All right, we're trying to bring up the calculator. So now I'm at 255,000. I'm not even putting the property tax. Property tax is cheap. So you're really looking at 255,000. Can you keep the place full for 30 days? I don't think so. So you have a vacancy rate of maybe 20%. So you're looking at 24 days. You have people in the place. So divide it by 24. You're making 10,625 a day. Divide that by 150, $70 a day. So assuming that you can find people to come in there at $70 a day or $71 a day for 25 days. So you should break even. Then you should break even. All right, so Tony, have it up now. Did you share?
Not yet. I'm having issue with sharing.
Is it because you're using more than one screen? I need to be on Zoom. They're sharing.
No, they're seeing it.
So Whittingham, Stonebrook Manor. Where's Stonebrook Manor?
Oh, that's a Trelawney.
No, Trelawney. Oh, yeah. Trelawney. 2-bedroom in a Trelawney and selfie. I don't think so. You mean the 3-bedroom? Must be the 3-bedroom.
That 2-bedroom price sound more like in St. Anne.
In St. Anne. The 2-bedroom price sound like Draxall, St. Anne. All right, so this is your rental property income analysis. Robert Kiyosaki gives you this one free on his website. So basically, you want what's the current rent. So you can put in some numbers here. Rent is 100. Let us say you find people to rent it for 100 US a month, 100 US a day for 25 days. So your rent is 2,500 for the month. And this is overestimated.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's more like $70.
All right, $70. That's in a Trelawney, right?
Yeah.
So it's 1,750. he gives you a vacancy allowance of what looks like 10%, 5%. B10 times, yeah, 5% he gives you. But we did actually take out the vacancy allowance and the net. So your net is 162. Any other income, you don't have any other income, you're just doing Airbnb. Your expenses, you need to pay for the lady who went clean up the place, so she's 30,000.
Are we doing Jamaica or US?
US.
They call it $30.
$30. 30,000 divided by 150. $200. $200. Another 200 in there for repairs, things like water heater breaking and all kind of things. The HOA fee.
It's 100 at Draxall.
100. All right.
Stonebrook.
I don't know. Advertising, you're gonna have to advertise in Airbnb, YouTube, all of these things. You may want to budget about what, $100 for that?
Or 50 or cheap.
Or 50, Facebook and all of that. You need insurance to cover. If you're running Airbnb, you're going to need insurance to cover the people coming in. So you have to buy some insurance. That's probably gonna run you, gosh, monthly maybe the same 100 US, 12,000 and 20,000 for the year. Yeah. Your total expense is 650 and net operating is 1,000 less your debt service. So what's the debt? This is where the mortgage comes in now. His mortgage was 170,000. 172,000?
I believe so.
Divided by 150, 1,146. Who did the mortgage? 1,146. That's a mortgage. So your net cash flow is 133. You start losing money already.
You don't pay any property tax yet.
I don't pay property tax cheap anyway. Property tax in Jamaica. But it probably the most it can be is 35,000. Divided by 12 monthly and divided by 150, so that's $19. Call it $20. Your cash flow is negative based on this. So what it means,
charge more, reduce the expenses.
This income have to be more. Or you buy the place cheaper?
Mean put less mortgage in.
You would less mortgage in. Remember, if he puts his cash, cash is a real thing to So cash, remember, if he had the money in the bank, it would be earning some interest. So if you take out the cash to do this Airbnb business with real estate, you must be earning more than if you had the cash in the bank. We're not talking about capital gains, everybody. Remember, we're talking about cash flow. Because you're going to tell me now that the property, you're going to gain, they're going to increase in value, Miss Davis, so I'm going to get capital gain. No.
Not only what you're selling.
Yeah, when we're talking about investments, we're talking about the cash flow, all right? So which thing I've answered the question, those are some of the things you need to look for. 29 million or 30 million for Airbnb or local rental investment. Forget about local rental investment. The most you're going to get for that place, local rent.
About 70.
About 70,000. How much that in the US? Well, we calculate that in the US.
Maybe they can get some more now.
70,000 divided by 150. Put that in there. You only get 466.
You can probably get more than 70 now for Stonebrook. Maybe they can get about 80, 90.
80 or 90. All right, let's just say get 100. So that's 150.
Make the page wider. You're doing it in Jamaica now?
But you wouldn't have,
these will no longer be.
You wouldn't have this maybe. Because them are going to pay them own garden and all of that. But you still have that. You probably wouldn't have this.
So you only have HOA and repairs.
HOA and repairs. You're going to have HOA and repairs. You probably wouldn't have this extra insurance either. But you're still in negative. Are you?
No, you're not in negative.
You're pretty negative. Because this is 176 and 72,000, right? I think 172,000.
Oh, you're negative.
Mm-hmm. And this is 2,000 a month, roughly.
Mr. Whittingham says that he's a first-time home buyer. When you're a first-time home buyer, it's not really investment you're buying.
So Whittingham, your first house is not an investment, is it?
It's a huge debt.
Usually it's a big old debt you carry in. I can't tell Mr. Kiyosaki. Your house is not an investment. So for 29 million or 30 million, Mr. Whittingham, I think you should be looking for a multi-unit.
If it's investment.
If it's investment, you're going to spend 30 million a multi-unit. And I don't know if Trelawney is going to pull that kind of a money.
But if you're a first-time homeowner, the property market is hot now. Buy what you can afford and just get in on the market. Because next year is different prices.
He's a first-time homeowner. Yeah. You're overseas, Mr. Whittingham. Because first-time homeowners in Jamaica would buy that price high.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, they would.
No. There are some high income earners are first time homeowners.
Well, but they should still find that price high, which is what I'm talking about. So if you're a high income earner, you still have to buy investment properties, not do that.
You're a first time homeowner?
You can buy a property for 12 million, 15 million. You can buy two.
Mommy, but when you think about it realistically, if you're a high income earner and you're trying to buy your first property, right? You're a bank manager, you're buying your first property. You're not going to buy a $12 million property in Spanish Town.
Sure you can.
You want something in Kingston 8 and Kingston 6.
That is it.
So that you don't have to drive too far from the bank.
That is the problem. You should go and buy a Phoenix Vista for 13, 14, 15 million. And then back out the other 15 million. As a matter of fact, you could have buy two Phoenix Vista. Live in one and rent out one.
Well, we have to live like the Joneses.
Yeah, live like the Joneses. If you're talking about Quartz Loan Services, called Quartz Ready Cash. No, it's not that one they're talking about, Ricardo. Somebody says that Quartz have a prepaid system where you can get a plumber, an electrician, and so on.
Violet says, "Oh, Tony, Claudia, I watch you every Sunday. Love you guys. Thanks for watching."
Thanks for watching. Tony, we should start the lesson. Hold on, let me see if anything else. But even it is. Where's Xander? Xander gone to sleep. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Shauna. Yes, the land is a struggle. Yes, Shauna is a struggle. In the new development scheme where the houses won't be built for another year, how does the mortgage work? Is it approved up front and start when the property is handed over? Yes, that's how it works. So it's approved up front. You can apply for that loan. The bank approves it, and then when the place finish, that's when you get it. Bashy style, Dwayne Warren. Oh, hi, Dwayne. Dwayne is a client of mine. Checking in. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you. Is it wise to use a seller's lawyer to represent the buyer? Shelley, both of you should have your own lawyer. Two separate lawyers. Who is the lawyer going to represent if you're representing both of you?
Representing the house.
Yeah, if there's a challenge, who is she? Whose side is the lawyer going to be on? So you really should get your own lawyer.
Or does there have to be a side? Can it just be a fair transaction across the board?
There should be a win-win.
Yeah.
There should be a win-win, but sometimes, these things, talking about human beings, it's Quartz Ready Assist. Oh, that's what they're calling it, Quartz Ready Assist.
Goodwin has a question.
Goodwin, where?
What do you mean?
Calling Trelawney
hot. That's where I'm from. And it's not hot like Montego Bay. No, well, Trelawney had a different heat the day we were there.
When the day we were there, man. God, I'm telling you, me and my water buckle, me and feel no, sir. It was just, or maybe we're not used to the altitude. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it was like crazy heat. Well, Shauna, you have been using the papers. Good. Quartz Ready Assist. What's this? Shelley Jones.
That's a bad idea. My uncle used the same lawyers as the person selling him the land, and the lawyer and the seller were in cahoots. He had to take them to courts to get the land title.
Tell you.
People are people.
Yeah, bad thing. Get your own land.
Humphrey.
Great ladies. Question. If I'm building a boundary wall, are my neighbors legally required to contribute the 50% to the one that borders them? That is the one that... Humphrey?
Straight answer is no.
People ask me this all the time.
You want the wall, you build it.
Are they legally bound though?
In the
Did we cover
in
anything?
England, on your title, it tells you which wall you are responsible to build.
Okay, whether it's the right wall or the left wall or the back wall.
Yeah, on your title it tells you.
In Jamaica, not so sure what's the law. The practice though is that you would put the wall down the middle and then you ask the neighbor to share the cost. I've built boundary walls and I don't have a property where the boundary wall is on the boundary. I put the wall on my side of the boundary and I'm not asking the neighbor to help me. Why? Usually I'm the first one building. That's the first thing. Neighbor come afterwards. The second thing is the wall is on my security. So I'm not going to be waiting on the neighbor to come with their money. Waiting on them to agree on the price. No, I'm not. What I do is make sure though that if it says it's 4 feet high, it should be, then I make sure it's 4 feet so that they're not in breach, right? On their side. But usually the practice is that you ask the neighbor to contribute 50%, but it always get cantankerous because them have a friend that could have do it cheaper. And you name it and whatever.
Or when the men go to put down the wall, they put it down lean. So part of it end up over a neighbor's side and they never agree. And it can get serious.
It gets serious. But what I would say is you do a survey. And to avoid the breach, what I do, I tell my men, I say, see that card line? When I lay that card line, don't go over it. When the wall coming up, it mustn't go over the card line. And I make sure I'm there. I make sure and I'm not going over the card line. That's what I do. I put the boundary on my side, right? So if it's a line running through, can they see this? No?
Yeah, they can. Everything on that screen they can see.
If it's a line, they can see my mouse?
Yeah, they can.
If there's a line going like this, I make sure my wall is here. So usually we're using 6-inch blocks. So if you go down the middle, 3 inches is on the neighbor side and 3 inches is on your side. But if you do it my way, the entire 6 inches of the block is on your side. That way when the surveyor come and line it up, you don't have nothing over for them side.
But couldn't you argue that you're losing 3 inches of yard space?
3 inches of yard space from a peace of mind? I'll gladly give it up. I'll gladly give it up. Take it. Take it. All right. Jaman, you're late bad here, but we don't start the lesson. We're going to start now. Just look if you have any more questions. Quick. How much should I save from my income?
50%.
50%. That's if you want to blow it out of the sky. Richest man in Babylon tells us to save 10% of your savings, and I can tell you from experience that not going to get you anywhere.
10% don't work.
10% not going to get you anywhere. You're going to be poor with 10% savings, right? You need to save 50% of your income, and it don't matter how much, what income, your income from all sources. So your income could be from your baby father. So like me, coming up back in the day, I didn't come from baby father. Yes, like a lot of Jamaican women. You have income.
Yeah, but that income not steady.
Income is, well, mine was steady. So you get income from baby father, you get monthly, you get your monthly paycheck or your weekly paycheck or whatever. You get income from a side hustling, whether you're a buyer or seller, you do this, some of you get what them call the money that will come from foreign, remittance money. Some of you get remittance money every month. You must put aside 50% for investment, not for savings. So the 50% that you put in away is for investment, not savings, everybody. So don't, so Miss Davis say you must go save 50% of your income. And all when you're 50, you still have save 50% of your income and you do not with it, right?
Investment.
That's what the 50% is for. And
But
then
you continue to save it until you find the investment.
right. And then what you do now, you convert the 50% always to investment. So you must always have 50% of your income that is in investment. So it can be in real estate, can be in stocks. Remember, we spoke about the various different, it can be in bonds. We spoke about different investments. I am biased, as you all know, to real estate. Everybody on this channel here supposed to know that by now.
Mommy, but if you choose in real estate as your initial investment, it's hard to do the others because it soups up so much of the investment.
Yes, real estate literally sucks the 50% and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks it up.
And it's one of those investments you have to always be watching it too.
Yeah, you have to
even if you just put the persons in the units and you rent it, you still have to be checking in every month or repairs and things like that.
Yeah. It's a lifelong thing, right? But isn't it better than getting up every day and looking at the stock market and wondering, is it gonna fall?
Yeah,
and then when it falls, now you have a heart attack. Right? And also for the real estate, it is just a better feeling. Real estate will give you double whammy. It'll give you a capital gain and it give you a cash flow. Don't run after the capital gain though. Chase the cash flow, right? Capital gain is bonus. And you really only get capital gain if you sell the property. Remember that. So we don't talk about capital gain because you're not selling.
Mm-hmm.
What you want is a cash flow from the real estate. So what was the question? Did I answer it? Because I need to move on.
How much should I save from my income? And it's not saving, is you're going to invest 50%.
50%. Put aside 50% till you find the investment and maintain a ratio of 50%, right? Now, some of you have 50% of your income in the house that you live in. In other words, you buy a house, you take 50% of your debt service ratio, get a loan, and you go buy a house that take up 50% of your income. That's not investment. That is just a house that you live in.
Mm-hmm. But it's a start.
Well, you have to convert.
Yeah, but before you can reach investment and you teach this mom, you have to house yourself and you have to feed yourself.
Yeah, you have to house yourself. But you could have taken 30% of your debt service ratio and buy a house.
True.
You don't have to take the full 50%.
Especially if you have a partner too. Each of you could have taken 25% and made that 50%.
I made that 50%. And then the other 25%, you really buy investment property with the other part of the debt service.
But I think the mistake that we make as first-time home buyers is that we take all that we can get in terms of our mortgage and buy a property.
Right. That's what you do.
And then it hinders us going forward.
Don't really hinder you. What you should do, yes, so let us say, yes, you took the 50% because you pay me only the 100,000. Mm-hmm. And you get a loan, 50,000 a debt service. Mm-hmm. And you buy a house, like you may buy a Jamaica for argument's sake. Mm-hmm. What you do is, when you get pay increase, or your side also start to take off and you earn money this up, and you do a little thing here and a little thing there, that money extra now. So you still must live on your other 50% of the income. So you must still live on the next. Well, 20% of that gone at income tax. So you have 30%. You must still live on the 30%. So you must still find a way to live on 30,000. Pay a light bill, pay a water bill. Send them go to school.
And that's why our richest man in Babylon said you need to increase your ability to earn.
Right. But what happened to a lot of you don't increase your ability to earn. You stay in a little job and get a little 100,000. You buy your first house. You're not getting a promotion. You don't go back to school to learn nothing. You don't do no little buy and sell. You don't do nothing at all.
And then inflation going like
this. And then inflation go like this, as you all see in the supermarkets right now. Right? So 50% is your target.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you to answer 2 more questions and then we need to go to
I don't do Edmond Ridge yet. I soon get out there, Violet. Cedar still there. What's Cedar? Cedar close? Yes, it's still there.
There's a question.
You can make an offer on Cedar.
If you have taken a joint mortgage to purchase a land, will NHT charge processing fee if you choose to apply for the remaining balance for construction?
Once I'm giving you a loan, they charge 5%. Yes, you're gonna pay the 5% both ways. Because if you take 6.5, you'd pay 5% of 6.5. But if you take 2.5 first, you pay 5% of that. And then you take 4 later, you pay 5% of that. So it's the same thing. Yes, Maxine, Cedar is still here. Make an offer. We're going to the last question now. What's the question? That's from Chrissy.
My friend said her partner wants to build a 10-room apartment complex in Jamaica. He and his business partners has 50 million Jamaican dollars in total. She wants to know if that's a good amount.
Yeah, it's a good amount. Depending on the size of apartment building you're building. So divide 50 million by 12,000.
But wait, they own the land already?
They must own the land already. Assuming you own the land already.
Then the 50 million is a good amount. If you haven't bought the land already, then may not be a good amount.
May not be a good amount. She says a 10-unit apartment.
Yeah.
So that's a 4,166. So the size of it. Okay, divided by 10. Okay, maybe she can get some 300 square feet apartments. Or 350 maybe.
You want to get to your lesson now?
Well, let me see the next question now because we might miss it.
Yes, Maxine. Cedar Grove and Mandeville is still available.
Good evening. It is wise now to do extension on my home for investment. I exhausted my max at NHT. Which bank would you suggest the best for such a loan? That would be JN. I'm gonna send you the JN link. Anne-Marie, it's for me personally, it's always wise to invest in a real estate. Whether the market up or down, just do what you can do, buy what you can afford. People always need somewhere to live. That's just the reality. Two things in life you have to do. Figure out how you're going to feed yourself and how you're going to house yourself. Once you figure that out, then you're good. So everybody try to figure that out. In the pandemic, the two industries that stood up were food industry, anything to do with food stood up. And also anything to do with construction stood up. A lot of other industries fell by the wayside. Some of them all get cancelled. So it proves my point that two things you need to do: feed yourself and house yourself. When you get to be an adult, you figure that out real fast and early. Once you figure that out early in life, you can be worthless the rest of the time. So once you have your housing under control and you know the means, the income source to feed yourself, or how you're going to do it, you don't even have to be earning. You can probably say, okay, me I go buy 2-acre land and me I go feed myself by doing the farming. You understand? Mm-hmm. That's a means of feeding yourself too. You don't have to really be working for somebody to feed yourself. But once you figure out how you're going to do it, then you're good. Scroll down, Tony. I just want to take a question and then I'm moving into the lesson. Yeah, we answered that already. You have 100,000, you have 10,000 USD. Where should I start to get a house in Kingston? 10,000 USD is 1.5 million in Jamaica. I'm not going to get you a house. That may be a deposit on a property. That's a deposit. Oh yes, Sir Ricardo answering you there. Scroll down. That's a deposit. Me can get you. No. Any house you see in Kingston 1.5 million, don't buy it.
You don't even find land for that.
Yeah. Buy a house in Montego Bay, you can't go wrong. The price is too high. I don't know. If yes, obligated to pay 50% of boundary wall. How do persons usually approach your neighbors with this? Word of mouth or written agreement? Just talk to your neighbor, honey, friend.
Make friends with that neighbor first before you beg them for money.
Yeah. So what you do is, before you ask them for money, you're not begging them. Mm-hmm. So what you do is, you're gonna talk to the neighbor, but when it comes to the price, you're gonna go do in writing. Put that in writing. How much you may to charge, how much this charge, how much for the block and steel and this and that, right?
Maybe both of you should try and get estimates. Too.
Yeah. You put that in writing. But talk to the neighbor when you want to approach about the wall. That's too much for a 2-bedroom in Falmouth. I used to say that too. I see some prices now, we see, man. Demand. Asia Newport, the one that need the roof. Oh, that gone long time. I think it's over 4. How much is it over? 4.5.
Yeah.
Without the roof, guys. We did get a lot of flack for that one, but it was sold. I mean, rental property analysis calculator. Go to Robert Kiyosaki's website.
Under his resources section.
Under resources, you find it. All right. Think we finish?
No.
You make money when you buy. Too expensive. I'm not sure what the question. A house that was 5 million last year, I think it sold in Asia. Yes, it was sold Maxine 4.5.
No, Asia wasn't sold for 4.5.
Yes, it was.
Wasn't Asia sold for like 17 million?
Oh, Asia. 17 million for Asia. What sold already?
The one that was 5 million was Ellen Street.
Yeah, Ellen Street was 5 million.
But Asia is not far from Ellen Street.
But if you rent the side of your house to offset the mortgage, what do you call that, since you're not cash flowing but just reducing your mortgage costs? You still don't have an investment, Sharika. You must be cash flowing. But renting out a part of the house is a start. But what you should really do with the rent when you collect it is not to eat it. You're to put it away for an investment.
Well, or not even put it on the mortgage. If your salary can cover the mortgage, which it should, since
not
the loan, then
right.
Use the rental income for the investment.
For another investment. So you put that in your investment savings account, right? Now, one of the things that I think I should address is that a lot of you have more than one income in your household. You have a husband, wife, or baby mother, baby father. You have a side hustle going. So most Jamaicans, a lot of Jamaicans buy or sell. I need to do the same thing. They come up in a day, buy or sell. You're doing that. Mm-hmm. Some of you have different whole heap of things going on, right? Where this money is coming in, right? Some of you even have a shop on your building too, right? When you're doing all of that. Now the thing is, you're too loosey-goosey with the money. You don't know if the buyer or seller make money. Because as you get the money, you eat it out. Or you hand it to the pit in them and say, this is some lunch money here. You really don't know. I mean, you don't know if the shopper make money or if the hustling outer door make money. Because you're not keeping the two things separate. Mm-hmm. When I did buy and selling or any other income thing, I keep the income separate. So if you have rental income, you must keep it separate. If you have buy and sell income, keep it separate, right?
You have salaried income.
You have salaried income, keep it separate. So technically, you have to have 3 bank accounts. And you have to know. So if you have to buy back things to buy and sell, you know, say you must go in a desk and take out the money the dear so and buy and sell. Right? Toni and I used to sell fabric. Well, I started the fabric business, and when Toni got bigger, I draw into it. But the thing is, we never saw nothing for ourselves. So we never actually wore the fabric. This is it. I can't remember by you taking out any fabric going to the dress because they saw this on it. No, we never actually wear the fabric ourselves.
Weren't you in a uniform at the time?
Of course, as a company that wore uniform. So you have to keep the income separate. Another thing that damages you is that you're not working together. So the husband or the baby father get fee money, and him say to the wife, "Hey man, to $50,000, and him pocket the rest." She get fair little money now. She'll try use the $50,000 to pay the rent or mortgage, the light, the water. She'll go supermarket. She'll get the kids lunch money. She'll do all kind of things with fair little pay. Mm-hmm. I throw a partner. I try to do the hustling on the side. I know we Jamaican women are try to be multitask. Mm-hmm. But we're not working together. So even though your household have an income, combined income of $500,000, the husband is earning $300,000, you earning $200,000, but the household itself only have access to $250,000. The $200,000 from the wife, and the $50,000 the husband decided to give her. The household don't have access to the full income. And therein lies the challenge, because you're not working together. So you can't realize bigger dreams. It's important to work together. It's also important to have the same goal. So The wife might say, trouble want to go school in the want to do masters or whatever. And the husband said, no, we need to buy a house and we need to. Very rarely those when I say that. But you more say what than you care. But
the whole point of
you have to have
living together
goals, right?
And getting married, isn't it to work together?
I think a lot of people just come together for situational.
No, they're in love.
No, situational. So them need help to live. So them can't pay the light for them more, nor the water, nor the mortgage, nor the rent. So them come together.
Oh, so they're coming together to fulfill those basic needs.
Yeah, those basic needs. You're right, basic needs. So, and then children come and other things come in the way. But there's no goal. There's no dream of what it is that we want this relationship to achieve or to accomplish. You know, you're just drifting. And I know this because a lot of you ladies have called. Stevie, I want to buy a house, you know. And I only getting 6.5 NHT. And I say, are you joining with somebody? No, you know, no, I'm nobody for join with. So you live with somebody? Yes, no. So why you not joining with him? You know why join with him? And boy, I'm sleeping at things at all. So many children here. 2 and 3. Come on, guys. You're not working together. You could have bought this house long time if you just join with the man, you know what I mean? So
and sometimes the political man want to join with you, but he don't even know nothing about house bride.
No, he doesn't approach it. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about house bride, right? Are you going to go about it? All right, let's do the lesson. So we're going to talk about income streams. So everybody, that's one of the reasons why you're failing too, because you're not working together. There is no commonality. There is no goal set for the family. And that's another thing. If you have children, the goal must be for the family. The goal cannot be for me alone. So like in our household, our goal may be me, Tony, and Rachel. So our goal is common goals that we set for the family. You can't set a one-man goal for you alone. And you alone are going to achieve it, right? And I can tell you, it's very difficult to achieve anything on your own. Very difficult. So I'm going to go into, as soon as Tony brings up the PowerPoint screen. Last week, we looked at the different income streams. I'm waiting for Tony to bring up the screen to get me to the slideshow.
One moment.
All right, so she's going to share the screen. The one I like Lakes and community, nice intimate community. You guys like it? Yes, I like it, Safi. We sell inside that community. We sell in there. So if you want one, you let us know. Lakeside View. I'm going to go back to our PowerPoint. You need to go slideshow. Are you in the slideshow?
I think so.
1 second. We're just checking the other screen to see what you're seeing. All right, so the different streams of income.
Go ahead.
All right, so different streams of income. Last week, we did all of these. Those of you who weren't here last week, I'll just go through it quickly. So there are 7 streams, basically, of how you can make money or earn money. So you have earned income, which is the one that everybody knows, where you go out and work for somebody, you get paid. There's profit income. This is the one where you buy something for $1, you sell it back for $2, you have made a profit of $1. Minus expenses, you may have made a profit of 50 cents, right? So that's profit income, where you buy and sell something. You also have rental income. And rental income can be in the form of real estate rental income, car rental, furniture rental, tool rental, anything that you're renting can be rental income. You have capital gains income. Now, capital gains income only comes about if you have an asset. So if you have an asset like real estate and you buy it for 29 million and you sell it back for 50 million, then the money, the difference that you have made, that is capital gains income. There's also royalty income. Now, royalty income is usually from intellectual property. So let us say you wrote a song, you wrote a book, and you're now getting money monthly, then that's royalty income, right? You can also maybe have written something and you allow people to use it and they pay you. You also have interest income, and interest income is usually from a bank where you would have either you buy a treasury bill, you buy a fixed deposit, you buy a bond, and they give you interest quarterly, half yearly, yearly, or even monthly. That's interest income. You also have dividend income, and dividend income usually comes from stocks. If you buy stocks and they pay a dividend, you have dividend income. Last week I told you that out of all of these, the easiest ones are earned income, profit income from your buy and sell, rental income, and the capital gains income once you have the asset.
In that order?
In that order. So I was saying to you that you could use your earned income, start a profit income business, move into rental income, and because you own a real estate, you are the asset, you'd have had capital gains income if you decide to sell. And the three hardest ones, royalty income, because you need some skill, some talent to go write a book, write some songs, all of those things, right? Interest income, and that's because you need a whole heap of capital to put on fixed deposit to get interest that would make sense. And dividend income, you really have to know the stock market. Again, you're going to need trades, so people who do tiling, plumbing, and so on, they pay per project. So like when I'm doing construction, people will pay me per project as a project manager. If I don't deliver the house, I don't get paid. Likewise, I will pay my people in trades. So the man who's tiling or the man who's doing the plumbing, if he doesn't finish this project of this bathroom project, then he wouldn't get paid either. You also have consulting, so people in the digital industry, like those doing websites and so on, they're paid by project. So they say, hey, yes, I can build this website for you. So you consult with them and they get it done and they're paid by project. You also have pay per recurring. So recurring models are like subscriptions. So like Digicel. So you're not on internet.
Let's see what's wrong.
It's been that a long time ago, but we're still live, aren't we?
Oh, see, it just came back on.
Not sure of.
Okay, I think it's back up now.
But we need to be in slideshow, Tony.
Yeah, I'm going to go back.
Not sure how much of it you missed, so we're going to go from earned income.
Slideshow.
This is a page. So earned income, that's the page we're on. Earned income. So remember I said paid per hour or per week. If you're in the fast industry, that's usually how you get paid, per hour, per week. If you're on salaries, you're usually getting paid bi-weekly or you're getting paid per month. Pay per project. So like project managers like myself who would control a construction project, we get paid by projects. If I don't deliver the house, I don't get paid, right? People in trades, so if when I hire the tiler and I say, hey, tile out this whole house, he's being paid by project. Once he finished tiling out the whole house, yes, I'll pay him. People in consulting too. So usually IT consultants, medical consultants, all these, just think of all the consultants that you can think of, then they're paid by project. Pay per recurring is usually by subscription model. So think of your Digicel. So when I pay Digicel, I'm on postpaid. So when I pay Digicel, my 15,000 per month every month, whether I use the service or not, I am paying this 15,000 every month. Also think of your cable service or your data plan. You pay that monthly recurring every single month, and that's paid per recurring. You also have pay per royalty. We spoke about royalty earlier. Usually intellectual property. So if you write books, usually when I buy the book, so when I buy Robert Kiyosaki's book, then Mr. Kiyosaki will get part of the money. Also, if you consider if you're on a YouTube channel like us, then our content that we put out there, we give YouTube permission to put ads on it, and then YouTube would pay us some kind of a royalty for that, right? Now, we also have pay per transaction. So look, just think about your bank debit card. So every time you go into the machine and you put it in and you take it out and you withdraw some money or you load some money, there's a transaction fee that the bank charges. So that's pay per transaction model.
Is that for like a doctor too?
No. Pay per transaction. Well, could it be like a doctor? Yes, could be. Yes, because every time you go to the doctor, they charge you a fee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pay by result. So pay by result is usually like sales. So we are sales reps. So when we sell your house, you pay us a commission. If we don't sell the house, we don't get paid, right? So that's pay by result. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 ways on the earned income that you can get paid. Now, when you look at it closely, the slowest way to get paid is the first two: pay per hour, per week, or bi-weekly, pay per month salaries. That's the slowest way to get paid. The other ways: pay per project, pay per recurring, pay per royalty, pay per transaction, pay by result.
And I guess so the other ways are dependent on somebody else paying you.
The first two,
yeah,
are dependent on somebody else earning some money and then paying you. Mm-hmm. Right? Pay per project is you doing the work. Pay per recurring, pay per royalty, pay per transaction, and pay by result, you're doing the work. Now, out of the other 4, the other 5, so if you're in pay per week or pay per month, so you're salaried now, you may want to jump into pay by result, which is sales. That's the quickest way to get in, unless you go to profit income, which is a buy and sell.
Pay by transaction?
But you have to have pay by transaction, you have to have some skill, or you have to have some system. Like how the bank have a system, a debit card system where they're taking money every time.
Or you do consultation work.
Right. But pay by result, sales is the easiest way. Pay by consulting. So, okay. Pay by consulting. You have to go to some serious schooling to get paid by consulting. Mm-hmm. Takes a long time. Project management, the same thing. People in trades, the same thing. They have to actually go to school, learn the trades, get that done. But pay by result, which is usually sales, is easy. You can do a 1-month sales course. You can even go on the job and they train to be a sales rep. Right? Robert Kiyosaki said he did that as well when he worked at Xerox. They trained him on the job to be a sales rep, right? And he actually encourages you to go and do sales.
Pay by results is a more targeted effort, though.
Meaning?
If you get up every day and sell.
Yeah, but once the thing with paid by result, if you're in sales, is that once you set up your pipeline. So sales is about pipeline. So part of our pipeline is our YouTube videos,
right,
and our YouTube channel overall, right? So you have to set up a pipeline. Once you set up a pipeline, the sales keep coming. So if you're even selling medical supplies, you have to set up a pipeline to sell your medical supplies, right?
Right.
So I just discussed the different ways that you can be paid under earned. So don't think that it was only salaried. You have 5 other ways that you can earn, you can be paid. And you really want to explore these and see if you can jump into one of the other ones. All right. Now, the week before, I think it's the week before that, we were discussing about some agencies, and Tony called them shields to help you to succeed. I'm just going to go through some of them here. So most of you should know these. Some of you probably don't know of them. So one of them is Jamal, Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning to eradicate illiteracy in the shortest time, to improve literacy skills of the adult population, to develop human resources, and so enable each adult citizen to participate meaningfully in the social, economic, and cultural development of the country. That's Jamal, and it still exists. My mother actually used this one. You also have the PATH program of advance through health and education. So this is a conditional cash transfer program. It provides cash transfers to poor families who are subject to comply with the conditions that promote the development of the human capital of their members. So that's one of the things you can also use if you fall in that category. You have the Heart Trust NTA. Now they're the leading provider of technical vocational education and training in Jamaica. They have lots of skills. I just list some of them. Computer skills. They have very good computer school down in Montego Bay. So if you can't go to UTEC and you do the computer skills, apply to the Heart one at Mobile. You have hospitality, and you have the build environment. Now, Tony and I went to the build environment schools that Heart have. Tony did plumbing, and I did construction level 1 and 2, and Tony did plumbing level 1 and 2. And there were 2 of the best things that we did to earn money.
It was.
Yeah. And this only cost us $10,000 for the year.
And what I like about it too, it's a very usable skill.
It's a usable skill. Up to today, Tony was installing a face base, right? So that is paid per result. Which one is that? When we use that, yeah, pay per result.
Pay per result.
Is it pay per result or pay per
transaction?
No, it's not transaction. Pay by result. Because if you don't install the base, I'm not going to pay you.
True.
Right? And when you install the pipe, no water not coming out, then I'm going to pay you. So you have to have the result. All right. So Heart Trust NTA, everybody. Don't underestimate that school to help you to succeed, right? National Housing Trust, low interest rate lender to contributors who wish to buy a land or house. You're a qualified contributor. The main benefit is assessing of the housing benefits, where persons would be eligible for loans to assist in building, buying, repairing, or improving homes. Contributors are entitled to access a refund with interest on payments made to the trust. People underestimate the power of the National Housing Trust as well to help you to build wealth. Now, one of the things I've said, I wish I had 10 children. If I had 10 children, I'd have 10 houses. I kid you not, right? Everybody, if you have children over 18, you should not, and they're working, pay National Housing Trust, along with you say you should not be struggling to purchase a property.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're not working with the children.
They're not working with the children. Children are not working with you. And you're not bringing the children in. I've had so many conversations. Oh, yes, Miss Davis, but my daughter don't listen to me. I went up to yesterday.
No, that's all. They don't want to live with their parents.
Yeah, they don't want to live with their parents. They want to do it on their own. I have news for you. It's going to take you so long to do it on your own. You're going to end up joining with some man, boyfriend, or whatever. Then you draw for a divorce and then a war over the one house. And then you don't live nowhere, him don't live nowhere, because you have to sell the property.
But I'm always surprised by persons more want to join with the husband or the boyfriend than their mom or their dad.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, your mom or your dad still have to come and live with you because they don't own a property.
Yeah.
Right? I say, when you're young, just get your first look at work. You qualify the NHG after the first year, second year, buy a property with your mother and father who don't use them benefit yet.
Yeah, and sometimes parents, our country is still very young, so there's a lot of our parents that still don't know. And it's the next generation that comes, have a little bit more education and understand that you need to buy property X, Y, and Z. And so we really need to help our parents.
Right. Yeah. We need to. Because I mean, your parent is there working. Maybe she's a domestic helper. Maybe she's working on the fast foods. She working her little money. She send you go school. She do this, she do that. You come, you get good education, big education, and you start work on a sensible job. I mean, you really need to buy a property.
Yeah.
Right? Tony, I'm hot. I need some water. Sorry, everybody. Tony, can you just ask Rachel to bring up some water for me? So another one is jam vat.
I don't think I can just shout her. Can I do that?
No, you just walk downstairs.
Excuse me.
All right, so we're having this session upstairs today, so I'm a little bit far from the water, but for some reason I'm so hot today. I don't know why. With 2 fans in here, I'm hot. Anyway, back to this. So another agency is JAMVAT, Jamaica Values and Attitudes Program. This one provides assistance to tertiary students who qualify for admission but are financially challenged to cover their tuition costs. In response, the government pays 30% of the students' tuition costs, which should not exceed $350,000 per annum. Now, those of you who have been following my video, you have heard me say that I've used this program, JAMVAT, for my daughter Rachel, who was doing civil engineering at the time at the University of the West Indies. And the school fee at the time was $10,000 US for the year. And she did, all it requires is that you do 200 hours in a government company. So she did her 200 hours at the National Water Commission, and then she did one at the police headquarters. 200 hours for the year, that's all it is. So she did it in summer, she did it after school, and so on. And the government pays a third of your school fee, up to $350,000 per annum, right? So I think the US dollar was probably, when Rachel did it, was probably 100 to 1. So school fee would have been 10,000 US. So it would have been $1 million in Jamaican for the year. And the government of Jamaica, because I signed her up for this and she went in and did it, they paid a third, 30%, $350,000. So those of you with children in tertiary, you need to use that program, right? All right, we also have the NHF card program. 1 second. National Health Fund card, which I think we also have this card. Now, this card will cover 17 chronic illnesses for you: asthma, arthritis, breast cancer, benign prostate, diabetes, epilepsy, glaucoma, high cholesterol, hypertension, ischemic heart disease, lupus, major depression, prostate cancer, psychosis, rheumatic fever, sickle cell disease, vascular disease.
We don't have any of those yet.
With this card, well, there was hypertension, but I've gotten that down now. Just by changing my diet, everybody, I got that down. So you have to sign up for one of these cards as well. So those of you who have returned to Jamaica, you're returning resident, remember, you're a Jamaican citizen, so you can go in and sign up for a National Health Fund card, right?
They're correcting you. Jamal has now changed its name. Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong
Jamaica
Learning.
Foundation for Lifelong Learning, right? That's what it's called now, but it still exists. You can also, remember, don't leave out the National Insurance Scheme, or NIS. This was established July 1948 to provide unemployment benefits, sick benefit, retirement, pensions, and other benefits in cases where individuals meet the contribution and other qualifying conditions. I bring this up because the people who are self-employed is who will have the problem when you get to age 65 and you can't work anymore and you don't have any pension. Did I skip?
I felt like it skipped on its own.
It skipped on its own. Oh.
Maybe it's on a timer.
All right, so it tripped me out. Self-employed, everybody. Can you go back? So no, man. I was at NIS. So NIS. If you're self-employed, pay your national NIS. So pay your NHD, pay your NIS, pay your education tax. This NIS is going to save you down the road.
It is.
It is, and down the road is closer than you think. It's just the other day I was 16. Now I'm 55. It's closer than you think it is, right? So you must pay into that, and so that you can reap the benefit down the road. National Family Planning Board has reported an increase in contraceptive use among Jamaican women. There is more access to information about contraceptives, about the availability and where they can get them, with the user fees being eliminated at clinics. This one also helped me, because remember I had a daughter at 17, see her sitting here beside me.
Yay for no contraceptives.
Yay for free contraceptives. Yay for free contraceptives. So my family planning clinic was at the University Hospital at the West Indies. And I remember I could go there, get contraceptive. It was free of charge. And that was 1983. Mm-hmm. Much less now. It's easy to get, right? So, because you don't want to have, it's just starting out, you don't want to have children too fast and too hard. It's one of the things I'm even trying to counsel my own daughter, Rachel, on here now.
Why? Even
though she has started late.
Exactly, late.
No, well, late enough. No, late is you. Don't think late is her.
Well, no, I think she started in good time.
In good timing.
Yeah, because she finished college. She in her job 2 years now. Yeah, it's good timing.
Good timing for her. But you still don't want to have children too fast, right? So like,
yeah, but with Rachel, you had us, what,
12 years apart.
12 years apart.
But I still think I waited too long, because I was trying to get the ducks lined up, but
yeah, there should have been someone in between Rachel and I.
Yeah, there should have been. Because by the time you get the ducks lined up and you have the second one, biologically, you get messed up and you find that it's not happening, right? So everybody.
Or the man gone.
Or the man gone. All right. So did we cover all of them?
Yeah, I can't believe the time is almost up.
All right. What time is it now? 4:53. All right, let's put up the case study.
Okay.
So I have a case study for you. But I put the case study up and I still look at your questions and answer them. And you can type in your questions. Oh, I should remind everybody that I go off on leave in a week's time, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
May, June. I'm off on June. In June, the entire June.
I can't get all of this to show.
I'm just going to sleep for the entire June. All right, let me just read it. All right, so I have a case study. I wanted to answer. Based on what you have learned so far, I wanted to see if we can help this young lady.
They're not seeing it yet. One moment, everyone. It's hard, right?
Just saw the question. You're trying to share screen.
Yeah.
Are you sharing screen now?
I am. So your questions are there, and the screen share is here.
All right. So I wanted to see if we can help Sharon. Sharon is a 27-year-old with children, ages 11, 7, and 4. She lives in Railway Lane, situated in Spanish Town on the train line reserved lands, in a 20 by 20 house made from plywood. She lives with her baby father and mother-in-law. Sharon did not finish school and was not trained in any skill area. They have electricity but do not pay a bill. They also have access to piped water from a standpipe at the top of the lane. They pay a man in the area $500 a month to give them internet and the cable access. Roy, the baby father, works as a laborer on a construction site, working $3,000 per day. He takes home $30,000 every 2 weeks, and he gives Sharon $20,000 every 2 weeks. Every week when Sharon gets to $20,000, she complains that this can't buy food for 2 weeks and send Pitney to school. Granny V, the grandmother, does a little buy and sell with sweets, chocolates, greater cake, etc. And she gives the children lunch money. Their first son is asthmatic, and Granny has arthritis and high blood pressure. And sometimes they have to buy medication. Sharon, out of frustration, cussed Roy to go learn a trade and get better work. Roy says he's doing best and can't do nothing else. Sharon is at her wit's end and cannot cope. She feels she's on the brink of a nervous breakdown and feels for runway. She spends all day on YouTube. She came across Miss Davis' YouTube channel and heard Miss Davis say, when you become an adult, start relying on yourself and do what needs to be done to achieve two goals. One, how are you going to feed yourself? Two, how are you going to house yourself? I want you now to tell Sharon some of the agencies she is available in Jamaica to help her achieve these two goals. Give her some ideas of what she can do in the short term, medium term, and long term to achieve an income stream. Also, apart from seeking help from the agencies, how should she prepare herself mentally to achieve the goals? And also, what are some of the things that will hinder her from achieving the two goals? All right, so you can start put those answers in the chat while we go and look to see if there are any more questions.
Marie says, I wish 15 years ago I was told this. I would own my second home now.
Oh, she was told what exactly?
I guess this lesson.
The lesson. Oh. Anne-Marie, it's not too late.
Good evening to Claudia and family. Big shout out to you all from the McDonald family in Cayman Islands. Hi, Devon.
Oh, hi, Devon.
My Serenity says, please Google Quartz Jamaica Ready Assist. I really would like your opinion on this.
All right, that's all Google it. Everybody, I hope you wrote down the questions. Give me some answers in the chat.
Sharon Humphrey, I missed the section on you were talking about healthcare coverage for returning residents. Could you repeat that again?
All right, so if you're a returning resident, you're going to go and sign up for the National Health Fund card. What's it called again? We have one and I don't know the name. It's in my bag material. Name. A JDP name? Somebody please remind me the name of it. They have a name for it. But you sign up national. Go to the website. All right. I soon go to the website. I just wanted to see.
Benjamin said, you case study them bad on point, factors a lot of reality. My friend says, her attitude towards Roy is too negative. I encourage the man, not cuss him. That's so true.
That's so true. That's one of the first things you need to do.
Marcia, Sharon, she's telling returning residents to get the NHF JDIP program.
Yes, NHF JDIP.
Dennis says she needs the NHF card. Go to Heart and learn a skill while the children are at school.
Right.
It's true because Heart is in the day as well.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's asking me, do you have to pay taxes on Airbnb income in Jamaica? Yes, we'll soon start paying taxes on that if we haven't already.
I think Airbnb account started taking your TRN number, I think.
Okay. And we also got a notification in the email. YouTube, so those of you running YouTube channel, YouTube will also be starting to take taxes from us as well. What construction method is commonly used in Jamaica to build a large open plan living diner without columns? Block and steel. Wide span 45. Yeah, oh, you're gonna need some serious beaming of that, man. 45 is a wide span. We don't usually go more than maybe 15 feet without having some kind of column and beam in it. I must say a block and steel and I must say a slab to hold up that slab. Hope, pray the prince, yo. What's Maxine say?
All right. The price. Dennis says, oh no, just Sharika says, Sharon, can use the internet to learn a skill. That's so true. The same YouTube University is a good start. Yeah, because she's on it every day. She can go to Heart and get a certified skill. That's correct. Or she could go and help grandma in the days of the buy and sell. Poor grandma probably can't even move up and down to be doing the buying and selling. Just Sharika, she can take a little bit of money and put down to start a little something on the side. Also get mom-in-law and first child on NHF to help with the meds. Yes. Right. Then it says she is online. She can learn computer and get an online job. Yes. Shoshana says she can start a small business and also pay her NHD.
Right. So that would be medium term. So in the medium term, she would start through the NHD also for Roy.
For Roy.
Is Roy first? She need to sign up for the NHD and try and see if they can eke out the money to do that.
So her first step though is to get the medication for her children and grandmother.
Her first step, I would think, is to get birth control.
Oh yeah, because she hasn't had her last child is 4. She hasn't had a child in a while.
Yeah, but that don't say it can't happen. So I would say her first step is to get birth control. But she never finished school. So what she should know, Jamal also offers schooling to school leavers program. So does Heart. She need to, not so sure where her literacy level is, but she should explore those 2 places, whether it be Heart or
Jamal
to bring up her literacy level, right?
Because I think you're gonna need one of those certificates to get into Heart. Right. One of those literacy certificates.
You have to do some kind of test. All right.
Are we finished?
Hold on. I'm Miss Davis. You have other people answering the question? Hold on. Hi, Miss Davis. No, hi, Miss Claudia and Tony. My question is, can you get an NHD house in a parish that you work in? If it's a scheme house, usually they want you to live in the parish. If it's a scheme house. If it's an open market house, they don't care. In a parish that you work in. I live in a neighboring parish. Earned income is taxed the highest. Dividend, capital gains, interest, and royal income is taxed at a lower rate. That is why the rich are richer. All right, Goodwin, thank you for saying that. In Jamaica, there is no capital gains tax. Royalty income, yes, tax at the lower end. But earned income is taxed the highest. That's why I probably want to get out of it or get into not salaried, but in the other one. They would laugh. She lived with the man and I joined with him. They would laugh. Lord, no sweetness.
Just Sharika said, try not to stress the partner so much. He might get frustrated. They need to learn to work together. Better to go together than alone. That's so true, just Sharika. Then he says, Roy can learn to lay blocks and get a better pay on the construction site. But block laying is hard work, you know. I mean, it's a skill. Like, I've tried to lay a block and
Tony,
I cannot do it to save my life.
You know, I did construction level 1 and 2. That was the hardest skill to learn. Laying a block.
You know what beat me to? When you take up what is it called?
The trowel.
The trowel. I tried to get the mix on it, the mortar on it, and then put it on, lay it out on the block, and then to put the block on it. How do they get it so neat?
No, my problem is not to get there. I can get the block up there, lay it and level it and all of that. But the weight of the block, the block is heavy.
I know that. You have to lift it with 2 hands. So first of all, you don't have that skill set, and because they take the block up with 1 hand, have the trowel in the other hand, and they put it on.
Yeah, and then when you have to put it over here's what hit me now. When you
have to past knee level.
You have to put it over the steel.
Oh
my God. I lift my hat to men.
Men are good.
Yeah, men are good. I'm trying to find, is there another question?
Faith says she needs to pay down 1/10 of her income. How do you pay down 1/10 of $20,000? Like,
you save $2,000 a month.
Yeah, but like I can't see $20,000 feeding what, 6 people? How do they make it
That
work?
is all right. That's 10,000 per week. How they make it work? They're in the wholesale,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in the wholesale only buying things like flour, rice, sugar, chicken,
Chicken
and they're
back.
buying no, they can buy chicken, and they're buying peas and beans for the rice and peas,
Mm-hmm.
and they're buying things like pop chow and lettuce
And callaloo.
and callaloo.
Mm.
You can do it as long as the 10,000 is just for food. You can do it.
He's eating
So
healthy.
they're in the market and they're buying more. They're buying more rice as opposed to ground provisions.
Mm.
So they probably eat ground provisions maybe once a week in soup or something like that too. And most of the diet is gonna be rice. It's gonna be rice and callaloo, rice and pop chow. But them can't buy
Nobody eats rice and pop chow. Where you come from? Rice and pop chow?
with a little bean in it.
Nobody eats that.
All right, you can't steal it.
You eat rice and pop chow?
But say
That don't taste good.
you can't stay there. But that is a diet. That is a diet.
But when somebody say you need to eat more yam if you want to lift the blocks.
And a nice little piece of white yam today. Rachel cooked that for me. Nice. It's really nice and dry, the white yam. Trying to find time is flying so.
But I don't get it. If Roy getting that 30,000, what him doing with the other 10,000 since he's only giving her 20?
Lunch and in bus fare, I forgot work.
Oh.
You know, the man have to keep back something in his pocket, but you know easy.
I wonder if him have a side piece.
Tony,
Like $10,000.
what is it?
That might not be profitable.
No, it's not. All right, so his name is a well-deserved enjoy your vacation. Thank you so much. Yeah, I haven't had a vacation from 2003, everybody. Did I miss any questions?
No, but somebody still want us to go to the Quartz Ready Assist.
You can learn multiple skills. So you can learn to lay a block. Eat some more yam. All right, we'll finish with this then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go to Ready Assist. Sharon need a side piece.
What?
Sharon need a side piece. My serenity. Sharon might cause more stress for herself. Just kidding. You know, right, labor, strong man. Callaloo saltfish. Tell her. Not even saltfish, because saltfish there in Jamaica, but callaloo and rice tastes good. I don't eat rice anymore, everybody. So I've actually cut out, you hear me say a fatty liver? So I've actually cut out rice, flour products. What was the other one? Sugar. And I'm losing the weight. So if you want to know how to lose the weight, I can tell you. Just ask me. I'll tell you.
Mom, are you sure you're eating enough food?
Yeah, man. This book called the thing is, once you start to eat a certain way, you don't eat a lot of food anymore. It's as if your stomach shrink. So you don't eat a lot. You don't feel the need to eat.
Why can't I get this thing to work?
What you looking for? Quartz Assist? Quartz Ready Assist? Oh, see there? Ready Assist.
That says
What is Ready Assist?
exclusively available from Quartz. Ready
What is shared?
Assist is shared.
It's shared.
Is an emergency assistance program uniquely designed for our customers. Unexpected events can happen at any time, whether you have a home emergency, require immediate medical assistance, or are stranded, run out of gas, have a flat tire, or need to tow truck or more. Quartz has you covered.
Select Ready Assist plan that work for your shop now. Let me see. So what is a Ready Assist plan? Ready Assist basic home assistance service, plumbing, electrical, locksmith, residential, telephone, consultation,
prescription,
ambulance, home
pharmacy
emergency,
referral, Transmission of urgent messages.
So how they would transfer urgent messages? Towing. Oh, +2, spare tire change.
Okay.
Well, my insurance already comes with towing service and spare tire change. Hold on, let me see. Battery service. Which one of these would you use though?
Okay, purchase the service as cash or credit. Special conditions apply. Ready Assist for $279 monthly or $9,000 per year.
No, per week.
$279 per week or $9,000 per year. Or Ready Assist Plus for $369.
Thing is, you might pay for it and you don't use it. Let me see.
Yeah, but it's only $9,000.
No, that's not the point. Remember, we talk about reoccurring expense. So it is, let me see, plumbing.
Okay, tell me. In the last year, 12 months, did you use plumbing service?
Yeah, but we're plumbers.
Did you use electrical service?
No.
Did you use locksmith?
Nope.
Did you use residential glass repair?
Nope.
Telephone consultation?
Nope.
Ambulance?
Nope.
Prescription delivery?
I could probably do that prescription delivery. No.
Pharmacy referral?
No.
Transmission of urgent messages?
No.
Optical assistance?
No.
Legal assistance?
No.
So if you didn't use any
Ready Assist Plus, towing service. Remember when the van broke down, we had to use a tow truck.
That was this year, right?
That was this year. Spare tire change. Spare tire change.
We have changed the battery this year.
We have changed battery, but then you call the battery man and just come right to the door and put it in just the same. And you pay him $1,000, right?
Gas delivery service.
Gas delivery.
Yeah, the van. So we could have used towing gas.
What is gas delivery service? That look like if you run out of gas on the road.
Yeah.
But we would have made that down to us. Lockout service. I mean, if you get locked out of your vehicle. Well, I don't see any service here that would justify me paying $12,000 per year or $9,000 per year.
I haven't had any of these issues for the past 12 months.
Sometimes we would have had plumbing issues, but because we know plumbing, that's not an issue for us.
Oh yeah, because we have the skill set within house already.
Right. So electrical, locksmith. How often you need a locksmith? Residential glass repair, that we don't need. Oh no, I wouldn't. No, I don't think so.
This is not for us.
This is not for us. You lock yourself out of your car. I'd probably call a locksmith on spot. So is it not plumbing service? So what's the cost? You still have to pay for the cost of repair. Isn't that so?
Not sure.
Yeah, man. And you still have to pay for the cost of the tow service. So all they're doing is selling the people to you.
Okay.
So what am I paying the $12,000 for?
Yeah, but look at it. If you had a plumbing issue and you can just call Quartz and the plumber comes by, that would be good because sometimes plumbers are unavailable. To find a plumber on short notice is a difficult thing to do.
It not worth me paying $12,000. I would just turn off the pipe until the plumber can come.
Yeah.
Same thing with electrical service. I would just shut down the breakers until you can come.
Optical assistance. Legal assistance. Maybe that one. Legal assistance.
No. All right. Get back to the YouTube. I think we're out of time though.
Yeah.
So having examined it, I guess they came up with it. What I would use is $600. Let me see if I can get the $600,000. Might need it. Let me see if we get the $600,000.
Why can't I come off this page?
Are you sure you're still on YouTube?
I think I am. Check the video.
Yes, sir. All right, let me see if any more questions. Oh, Marshall says no cost for repair.
Really? You just paid the $9,000?
You sure about that? I can't say a Quartz can do that profitable. It's always good to have recovery service when you're on the road, ladies. Really? Now, won't have people we know. One phone call, I have about 10 people at our feet. So that's something that
this is for people who don't have any other help. And you have to pay for the help.
Yeah, but like us, we have people. I mean, when the van broke down the other day, it was
3 persons turned up.
3 persons. Yeah, it was.
Aaron turned up. Foster turned up.
It was Everall turned up too. Who else turned up?
Foster, Everall, Aaron, and Jordan was already there.
Yeah. So if we break down, we usually have people within striking distance. I
feel like this is more of like a North American service, but
yeah, where they don't know anybody. Sometimes the person they send not qualified. Case study answer. First step in inquiry where you changing one's mindset so she can start by listening to reach that poor that thing can go rich for free on YouTube. Yes. Yes, it covered under the monthly payment. Sharon is an ungrateful woman. She needs to use the internet to get a skill. She can contribute to NHT, get NHT for the mom-in-law, child support, Royal work together. True. All right. You're looking at courts have a plan to everybody. You can use a 600,000. So if you're short of a deposit, they had a loan. See, they'll take a loan. Let me see how this works. Well, that's only 100,000. I thought they were lending. Maybe that's a promotion. Oh, them can give you a loan up to $1 million. What do you say?
I lost 3.15% interest rate. That's not bad.
That's per month. You're not reading it. Per month.
Wow.
3.5 times 12. That's like, how much that somebody? 30-40% for the year. Need a little help to keep a smile and make your first installment 30 days after disbursement. Yo, you want to look a little bit high. But you could have maybe borrow at 100,000 if you can go do a buy and sell. How much you can borrow? You can borrow up to 130 for new customers and up to 1 million for existing customers. All right. Loan seems high. Demand loan in the banks are like, it's just that the courts loan looks like it's easier to get. Let me see
what's the requirement.
What's the requirement? Yeah. Demand loan in the bank is like 18.
How long will it take to approve? Where can customers make their payment? How will customers know how much they can borrow? What are open hours will there be? What's the question about pre-approval?
I don't say what's the requirements.
Oh, there it is. Scroll down. Application checklist.
Here?
Here.
Oh, bottom. So we need
valid ID, tax registration, copy of recent utility bill, 1 copy of a recent payslip, 1 copy of a job letter, stating current employment history, contact detail of 2 references. Okay.
Seems easy enough. That's how the interest rate is high. 3.5 per month. So you borrow 1 million. How much is paid per month? 3,500. Think so.
For how long is the loan for though? A year, 2 years?
I don't know. All right. All right. We're out of time, everybody. All right. So Tony, we are out of time.
We are out of time.
Or you need a guarantor for the courts loan if it's your first time. All right. So
somebody said the credit union.
Credit union for a reasonable loan. Yeah, I used to use credit union. I don't have credit union again. When I was in salary, I had a credit union account. All right, so we are finished. Everybody, next week is our final session before we break for the holidays. Actually, it's a holiday in Jamaica tomorrow. It's Labor Day.
Yay!
Yay! But I'm going to be sleeping. I'm watching TV all day tomorrow.
But we're on curfew all day.
Right. So I'm watching TV.
He expects you to be home.
Yeah, I'm watching the Bold Type all day. I'm not leaving my bed.
Yeah, what, one season left?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.